it's Lily and welcome to another video. In this video, I am unboxing my new, to me, Pilot Custom 823 in amber with a broad gold nib. Super excited. I think I would have preferred a medium, but I purchased this secondhand and it was a good price, so I just went for it. And I really do not mind bigger nibs, so I was like, sure, why not? And here you go. I just opened up some paper there, and as you can see, there's some ink on the nib, but the user before me, it looks like they used a brown and of course, right, like brown pen, brown ink, and it comes with this black ink bottle. So look at the box, the presentation, very nice indeed. Huge box. Do they usually come in such a big box? I'm pretty sure you can buy them without the ink as well, right? So this is my Pelikan 4001 in brilliant brown, and I'll be inking that up in a bit. So exciting. I've heard so many good things about this pen and I've always wanted one. I got this sometime last month but haven't got around to voiceovering and uploading this video, so that's why we're doing this now, which, you know, still better late than never, I think. But yeah, I've heard so many good things about this pen, and Feed the Dragon on YouTube, she recently got a medium nib as well, and I was like, oh, I really want one. So yeah, this is me trying to clean out the nib. I'm just testing it out first on some A4 copy paper, and the first thing I thought of was smooth, which is such a good sign. The ink was flowing well when I tested it on here, so no issues. This is my Leuchtturm notebook. It's the dot grid one that I used, and yeah, so I keep a track of what inks I put in which pens, so like the pen at the top, and then like which month I inked it up in what kind of ink as well, so over time I get to see what that looks like. I think I might actually just consolidate this into like one book rather than put this in a book with everything else, because as you can see on the left hand side there, I've put like my currently inked, so maybe something to do in the new year, like 2025 or something, because I already started this, so I don't know. So this is actually just some paper I got from Larry Post. I have no idea what paper it is, but it felt good. So I'm going to be doing the comparison. So first up, we have the Pilot Custom 823 Amber in the broad 14K nib, and then I'll be doing the other two pens, so the Nahvalur or Nahvalur, and then also a TWSBI Diamond 580 as well, just right underneath, so you can have a look. I think they are very comparable, even though, as I said, they are in different inks. I do think they look pretty similar. I know because Pilot is a Japanese brand, they tend to run a little bit smaller, but let me know what you think from the writing samples. And there it is, beautiful pen. Next up, this is my Nahvalur Cult Pens exclusive Azure Blue, in a broad steel nib. It is inked up with Pilot Erishizuku Amairo, and I no longer have this ink in this pen or this ink, and just looking at this ink, oh, I really want this ink again, and I need to restrain myself. I do not need all the inks, I really don't. But look how pretty that is, and it matches the pen so perfectly. I have only ever put light blue ink in this pen, so yeah, I probably think that is its designated color forever now, as long as the pen is with me. There is a bit of green on the pen there, but I haven't really felt the need to put a green ink in it. So there I am trying to write stuff, but as you can see, it looks very comparable. Like they both look like a broad nib. And here we have the TWSBI Diamond 580 RBT. I no longer have this pen, but you know, no problems, very reliable, and no cracking or anything. Like, I know I've heard of people have issues with TWSBIs, but fingers crossed, touch wood, or whatever. Thankfully, no issues for me. Yeah, beautiful writer. This one is inked up in Robert Oster Sushi. So there you have it. 3 pens, 3 inks, but all broad. As I said, quite comparable. I'll be doing a bit of a close-up shot in a little bit so you can see a little bit closer as well. As I said, I have no idea what paper this is, but I think it is fountain pen friendly, possibly clarifontine. Is that how you say it? Possibly? I don't know. I didn't actually do the Larry Post thing where you call in and guess and ask what it is, but look at that, very similar. There's some bleeding there with the Pilot. I think the ink was just sloshing out a bit too much, but just like a little bit, not much. And then we've got these sushi shades really nicely. I have definitely been more into shading inks lately. So there we have it. I will show you the pen now. Just look at that. You can see the ink sloshing around in there, that beautiful, brilliant brown. And yeah, it looks great. I can't believe I finally have it. I think it's just, a classic pen. I have no idea how long it's been around. So here we have a writing sample. This is my Midori MD grid paper. This is an A5 size. Unfortunately, towards the end, it didn't flow very well, and that happened also when I inked it up with Robert Oster Cherry Blossom. So at the top, it's beautiful, it's stunning. I'll have a clip at the end later where I'm writing with it, but I don't know, towards the end it just kind of didn't have a good flow to it. So here is me writing, and it is a beautiful pen. As I said, super classic, very classy. I really did enjoy writing with it when it flowed, but I think it might be a user error thing. So I have also inked it up in the Pilot Black, the ink that came with the pen, and I was Googling it, and they were just saying that because Pilot makes inks for their pens, to put that in there. And that's also where I kind of figured that it was my page oils thing from my hand. But yeah, I look forward to using it more for May because I've already inked it up in the black as of, me speaking. Now, I've used it a little bit, and yeah, so far so good actually. So I really do think it's user error, but it's beautiful, stunning, and yeah. Do you own one? If you do, which nib size do you have? Do you have multiple nib sizes? I really want to try the medium nib. I heard that the fine was quite fine, so maybe medium is more for me, but broad is beautiful too. Look at that. And yeah, stunning ink properties for Cherry Blossom here. It is very legible, and I think it's also quite a unique kind of color as well. I've also been more into shading recently. Even though my heart is still with saturated inks, I totally understand the appeal of shading because it's like a lovely gradient kind of situation. But yeah, I think that's a fun with playing around with pens and inks, and also with your taste changing as well, not just taste in pens but also taste in ink, because I think I've said this before, when I first started out, I only wanted black pens, even though my first pen wasn't a black pen, but I was most attracted to just the very simple black pens, and I've been more adventurous since then. If I guess brown is adventurous, but I'm definitely looking into more colors rather than black, and that's also been I guess an evolution of my taste as well. So here are all three inks that I tried in the pen so far. We've got Pelikan 4001, Brilliant Brown, the Robert Oster Cherry Blossom, and Pilot Black. So yeah, which one do you like? There's a bird outside if you can hear it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I hope that you're having a good weekend wherever you are. Bye!